In magnetic field due to an infinitely long straight current carrying wire or conductor. For this we take a wire AB in which current I is flowing from B to A. We are calculating the magnetic field at point P. Okay, so according to Biot-Savart law, dB is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi IDL sin phi upon r square. Sin phi because the angle between current element and position vector of point P, that is r, is phi. Okay, now in triangle POC, PO and point C is this. Okay, in triangle POC, sin phi is equal to x upon r. Okay, sin phi, for phi PO is perpendicular and PC is hypotenuse. So x upon r. But for theta angle, this is PO base and PC is hypotenuse. So cos theta. From this, r is equal to x upon cos theta. Once again, sin phi is equal to x upon r is equal to cos theta, and r is equal to x upon cos theta. Once again, tan theta, from the figure, tan theta is L upon x. So L is equal to x tan theta. Differentiating this, we get dl is equal to x sec square theta d theta. Okay, substituting these values in equation 1, we get dB is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I. In place of dl, we have x sec square theta d theta. Okay, and in place of sin phi we have cos theta. Okay, upon r square, but the value of r is x upon cos theta, so square, because there is r square, so x upon cos theta whole square. After solving this, we get dB is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I cos theta d theta upon x. Okay, equation number 2. This is the magnetic field due to a small current element. Now the magnetic field due to whole conductor, whole wire. Okay, that is B. Integration of dB. Total magnetic field we will get by integrating magnetic field dB. So mu naught upon 4 pi I cos theta d theta upon x with limits minus theta 1 to theta 2. Minus theta 1 because theta 1 and theta 2 both are in opposite direction. So one angle is negative. Okay. Then B is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I upon x. These values are constant, so it is taken out. Minus theta 1 to theta 2 cos theta d theta. After integrating cos theta d theta, we get B is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi x into sin theta with limits minus theta 1 to theta 2, because the integration of cos theta d theta is equal to sin theta. Okay. Then substitute the values, we will get b is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi x upper limit minus lower limit. Now b is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi x sin theta 2 plus sin theta 1. Sin theta 1 because sin minus theta is equal to minus sin theta. Okay, so we have plus sin theta 1. For a wire of infinite length, we have theta 1 and theta 2 both equal to pi by 2. It means 90 degree. Okay, because for a conductor of infinite length, theta 1 equal to theta 2 equal to pi by 2. So b is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi x sin pi by 2 in place of theta 2 plus sin pi by 2 in place of theta 1. Then we get mu naught I upon 4 pi x sin 90. Sin pi by 2 is 1. So we have 1 plus 1, that is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi x into 2. This becomes magnetic field due to an infinitely long straight current carrying wire is mu naught upon 4 pi 2I upon x. This can be written as mu naught upon 2 pi into I upon x, because 2 is cancelled by cancelling 4. 2 to the 4, then we get 2. Okay, this also be written as b is equal to mu naught I upon 2 pi x. Okay, now one important topic for board examination is magnetic field on the axis of circular loop. For this we have this diagram. This is circular loop, okay, placed in YZ plane. Okay, the center at O, radius is R. Now we take a current element. Due to this, the magnetic field at point P is dB, makes an angle theta with vertical. Okay, this distance is r is equal to square root r square plus x square, because the point P is at a distance x from the center O. Okay, so we have vertical component dB cos theta and horizontal component dB sin theta for this current element, and similarly for this current element we have this portion dB and dB sin theta horizontal component, dB cos theta vertical component. Okay, now consider a circular loop, this one, carrying a steady current I. Current I is flowing in this loop, placed in YZ plane. This circular loop is in YZ plane. Center at origin has radius capital R. So when a circular loop is placed in YZ plane, then x axis is the axis of loop. Okay, to calculate the magnetic field, let a point P at a distance x from center O. Now according to Biot-Savart law, dB is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I dl sin phi upon r square. But from figure, phi is equal to 90 degree. So dB is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I dl sin 90 upon r square. In place of phi we have 90 degree. Okay. So dB is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I dl upon r square. Equation number 1. Okay. The direction of dB is perpendicular to the plane containing dl and r. This is given in Biot-Savart law. Okay. Now the resolve dB into two components. The first component is dB cos theta. This is perpendicular to the axis of loop. Okay. dB sin theta along the axis of loop. Now from the diagram you can see that for any two diametrically opposite elements, perpendicular components, it means dB cos theta, cancel out because they are in opposite direction, and axial component are in same direction, so they add up. Now this is for two diametrically opposite elements. But if we are calculating the total magnetic field due to entire loop, then we give the integration of axial component, that is dB sin theta. Okay, so we give integration of dB sin theta for total magnetic field B. Okay, then B is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I dl upon r square sin theta, because the value of dB in equation 1 is mu naught upon 4 pi I dl upon r square. Okay, from figure there is a small figure for your help. So from figure sin theta is equal to r upon square root r square plus x square. For theta this is perpendicular and this is hypotenuse. Okay, so sin theta is equal to r upon square root r square plus x square, and small r is equal to square root r square plus x square. With the help of these values, equation 1 becomes B is equal to integration mu naught upon 4 pi I dl. In place of r square plus x square, square root is gone from square of r square. Okay, and in place of sin theta, r upon square root r square plus x square. Then this becomes B is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I r upon r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2, because one power is this and half is this. The sum of 1 and half power is 3 by 2. These values are constant, so it is taken out. Then we get integration dl. So B is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I r upon r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2 into 2 pi r. The integration of dl is the circumference of circle, then this is 2 pi r. Okay, so by cancelling 2 to the 4, pi is cancel out, then we get B is equal to mu naught I r square upon 2 r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. This is the magnetic field due to a current carrying circular wire. Okay, now the special case, magnetic field at the center of circular loop At the center of circular loop, this distance x is 0. So B is equal to mu naught I r square upon 2 r square to the power 3 by 2. X square is negotiated. Then by cancelling 2 we get mu naught I r square upon 2 r cube. Two powers are cancelled out, only r is left. So B is equal to mu naught I upon 2r. This is B is equal to mu naught I upon 2r. This is the magnetic field at the center of circular loop. Okay, so just go through these topics and make the understanding on these topics. Okay.